Hello, hello, good morning, and welcome to yet another fantastical live show with us, Nick and Kristen. I'm Nick. That's Kristen.
Yeah.
It's live on YouTube.
Ooh.
Very dramatic.
It's very live on YouTube.
I got a new shirt.
It looks fine.
It looks fine. Yeah, it's
Looks
nice. I
fine.
can't wash it though. It's at that point where like it fits now,
Oh, yeah.
but if I wash it, it won't fit because it'll shrink because it's from Kohl's.
Kohl's, yeah.
So it's not like my nice shirts that I wear now. Like the fresh, clean tees.
Yeah. Can you wash those and
Yeah,
not
nothing-
feel like you have to worry
Nothing
about it?
happens.
That's nice.
Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Lori. How's everything going? Welcome to yet another day in this place we call life.
Oh, I was going to say hell because it's so hot.
It is very hot outside. Our air conditioner, which is like a very nice air conditioner because it was given to us by like it's the train everyone's always talking about.
Right. It's the big deal.
It was struggling yesterday. It like got to 75 when it's normally 72.
I know.
Didn't feel like it, but
We
I
were
walked
kind of like,
by.
wow, that's weird.
Yeah, I walked by my digital thermometer and it said 75 and I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
So I have to make sure everything's okay and running smoothly. We just had it checked, so I think I have to go. It's time to buy that stupid vacuum thing that I've been.
The compressor or
Yeah,
whatever.
because I've got to
I thought
clean
you
out.
bought a compressor.
I have the little tiny compressor, but the guy came over used a shop vac.
Oh.
And I was like,
okay.
oh, a shop vacs are like $50.
Oh, nice.
So I've been like delaying getting it because I'm like, I don't need another stupid thing to show up at the house.
You bought $60 headphones that you didn't need, but you don't want to buy $50 something that we actually need?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because I figured that you wouldn't think that we needed it. That I'm just buying stuff to buy stuff.
Since when do I come into play in any of your purchases?
I think about you every time. And I go, oh, she's going to talk shit. Speaking of which, I've got another thing coming from TikTok. I haven't seen anything else, though, that I want, so that's good. But this one's like a follow me cam, which would be good for our shoots.
I'm curious about this because I've seen this ad. So
Yeah.
I am intrigued by it, but I think you're spending a lot of money on stuff that I don't know if you need.
Well, no, I don't need anything.
Okay.
If we go outside for 5 minutes and come back in, 75 feels so good.
Oh,
it does, yeah.
It does, trust me.
Yeah, it's too hot.
Yeah.
As everybody's saying this. Yeah, so yeah, Teresa, you had to work at your place yesterday at the Hallmark. How did that go?
Hallmark, I think, is probably air conditioned. It's
Yeah.
the ride to there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like once you get in the mall, she said it was like 106 when she was out. And so I was like, that doesn't sound fun. Seems that you're okay because you're here, so that's nice.
Yeah.
It's
It's too hot. Like I have to bring my very long-haired fluffy cat today to the groomer to get,
yes.
and I'm worried that there's not air conditioning in there. Like I'm worried about like is it going to be
Is it like
okay?
a groomer van?
No, but like it's a small little shop.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, 107 on the way there. Oh, good lord.
Yuck. Yeah, it should. I mean, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I hope so because I have to like leave her there
Yeah, it was the
for
worst.
a couple hours.
Yeah, so you were on. I'm assuming. How'd you get there? Like bus?
Bus, yeah.
It's probably air conditioned on the bus, right? But opening and closing that door,
Mm.
and there's some asshole always has the window open.
There's no air conditioning on a bus. I don't think. I think it's like roll the window down or not.
Really? I don't know.
Because what's the point? You're constantly opening and closing
Yeah,
the door.
To have some sort of
seems-
air, something, right?
There might be a fan for the driver, but I don't think the.
People gotta die. People can die in there.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I'm glad you made it back. Because it's still like 90 when you get home too. It's the worst.
I know.
Well, once this week is over, hopefully the rain will start coming.
Gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait for the rain. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it all.
Every time we get the rain, it's like can't wait for it to stop raining.
No,
And
I want the rain to always happen.
Always?
I'm always a fan of the rain. Like there was a point I think like was it last year or the year before I was like, okay.
well, yeah,
we
it
could
rained
have-
until like May this year.
Yeah, like
so,
we
yeah.
could have a day without rain, that would be fine. But for the most part, I'm always like, bring it on. I don't go outside.
Yeah,
What do I care?
but yeah, our kid wants to go outside, so
Right,
it's tough. We
that's the
can't do
thing,
anything.
yeah. It's always just like, oh well, because like Lily stir crazy and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
So yeah, I'm cool with the rain. I'm cool with clouds. Like if it could just be cloudy all the time, that'd be dope. The Max has AC. It's cooler inside than outside. But the short walk from the Max to the mall was bad. Yeah, I went to Dallas and it was hot as hell too. It was like
Yeah.
106 out there, and just being outside, I walked like half a mile and I was like drenched in sweat, and I don't sweat, so like I was like drenched in it. Like I had to like sit in the room and not touch my shirt or else I was gonna like turn into soaked.
Well, now I want to know what the weather's going to be like in Orlando
Ugh.
because I'm worried about like when we go to Disneyland. Obviously, I go next week.
We
for
should
my
get some
thing.
sort of like little cooling devices. They have like the little headphones you can wear that have like fans on them, or they have
Dude,
like the ice pack that you can wear on your neck. It's like a little ribbon,
I'm sure that they'll
keeps you cool.
sell it there, but
Maybe not. I don't know. If they don't have a Disney version, they're not going to sell it there.
it's true.
If it ain't got Mickey on it, they ain't selling
I
it
don't
at
care if it has
Disneyland.
Mickey on it or not. I
I'm
just
cool with
want.
Mickey having it. Hey, we still got a couple weeks before they can accurately predict that, right?
I know, but I want to know what next week looks like so that way I can kind of have an idea.
Yeah.
Man, the weather.com is the worst website. I will hands down say weather.com is the absolute worst website in the face of websites.
Why do you say that? Come on,
It doesn't load. There's 1,000 pop-ups
Oh yeah.
and it's useless.
I have the neck fan. Yeah, does the neck fan work? Because I've seen the neck fan, and that's like mostly probably indoors. I doubt it's gonna do anything for us outside. But like the little ice pack wrist neck tie always seems like because it cools your neck, and that's nice. It's one of the hot spots in
Okay,
your
well, it's
body.
not so bad. I mean, it's bad, but
What's the humidity?
so I don't know the humidity yet, but it's 94 today. It goes down next week to 90.
Okay.
But there's thunderstorms every day, so that means the humidity is bad. But that's just Florida. That's what to be expected.
Yeah.
There's thunderstorms every day. It does help. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to get one.
Yeah. Let's see. Something to keep us cool. Wear a
Yeah.
hat. Like keep the sun out of your face.
Yeah,
Keep
something.
it cool.
There's gonna be a lot of standing around in gift shops while one of us waits in line for
I know.
something.
Yeah. Yuck.
I'm like not
Should
gonna
probably
put
bring some umbrellas then. I'm assuming they're
maybe. Well, I'm also like, so your mom is coming into town next week,
Yeah.
and you have a plan to go to the beach.
See.
I would like you to maybe start looking into like maybe some sort of covering, because if you guys do go to the beach, just like it's direct sunlight. I don't know if I want Lily
like-
in direct sunlight all day.
Well, we're gonna have a hotel.
Yeah, I
so-
know, but like even when she's on the beach, like
Yeah.
there's no shade.
Yeah.
So it might be something for you to look into.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Like an umbrella or something.
I have no idea. I'm just saying like you should look into it
Okay.
as an option. Even your mom just sitting out there all day, like that
She
direct.
sits out in Vegas. all
I
day,
understand,
so
but
she doesn't
like
care.
you got to have some reprieve from
Yeah.
it, you know.
Yeah, we'll have sunblock and stuff like that. Hopefully, it won't be as hot.
Yeah, I hope not.
Um,
It'll be cooler in the coast.
Cooler on the
but-
coast, yeah. But yeah, we'll get her a little hat or something.
yeah,
Little hat.
something, but yeah.
Well, let's continue the trend of doing things 2 days in a row. The more you know with Nick and Kristen. It's 5 fun-ass facts.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? Jacksonville, Florida is the largest city. Is that you?
That was my.
You don't have to move.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm just swinging my feet. Jacksonville, Florida is the largest city by area in the continental U.S. It's 875 square miles. Also, it was named after Andrew Jackson, who never visited Jacksonville, though he briefly served as Florida's first territorial governor. Cool.
Okay.
George Washington went shopping early on July 4th, 1776, before the Declaration of Independence was signed. His expense report from that day includes veal, beets, potatoes, and a broom.
Huh.
What did he do? Why did he need the broom?
Because
of the veal?
the dusty ass house he lived in.
John Mayer has a song called Love is a Verb where he uses the word love 17 times, all as a noun. Do you know that song?
No, I don't
I've never
actually.
heard that song.
I've never heard it.
Of the top 15 highest grossing movies in the U.S. history, Titanic is the only one that isn't part of a franchise. The other 14 movies have a sequel out, have a sequel coming, or were a sequel themselves.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm
Yeah.
surprised there isn't a Titanic prequel.
Yeah. Well,
It's like, what did Jack do before he got on the boat?
it might.
Who cares?
Don't tell anybody that. CDs hold 74 minutes of music because when Sony and Philips were creating them, they wanted to make sure one disc could hold Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, which comes in right around 74 minutes.
Who cares? Why would you care
Yeah.
about making sure that it holds Beethoven?
In case they put the one song on there, I guess. It's the Ninth Symphony or whatever.
Probably because it
Cool.
was the longest song.
Maybe.
And they
or
were
the,
like, well,
the-
if this ever happens, let's make sure. But that's a weird thing to do.
Yeah. But I always wonder why they were only 74 minutes. You can make them longer, is what you're saying to me?
Yeah, I know.
Bastards.
Then make them 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Be done with this nonsense. CDs.
Yep. And those are your fun ass facts. The more you know.
Yay.
All right. Anything we can talk about with that? Anything
No, all of
stirring a
those were
conversation?
incredibly boring.
Yeah, those sucked.
Incredibly
Those are
boring.
terrible. Jacksonville's nice.
No, it's not.
I've never been, but
Florida.
I met with someone that does the morning show on WAPE, which is
Yeah.
the most popular station out of Jacksonville.
That's true.
He was nice.
I'm sure it's nice, but it's still Florida, so I won't go.
I know.
Unless
I
it's
wanted
for
to
work or pleasure.
I wanted to get a job there. I think I had an interview there at some
Jackson?
point. Yeah. But it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So. It's like I don't want to go to Jacksonville.
I got a targeted ad this morning that actually is like right up my alley.
Uh-oh.
And you wouldn't think it was up my alley.
Okay.
But I feel like I really want to do this. It's expensive though.
Okay.
So I saw a wilderness camp training that I would like to take.
Okay.
And it's like how to survive in the wild by yourself.
Well, you've mentioned this before that you want to learn how to do this.
Right. And
Okay.
it's a course. So you can go for one day and they teach you all the basics and then you camp out overnight. And then the next day you're done.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's the whole course?
There's the 1 day.
Okay.
And then there's the 7 month, which is 1 weekend out of the month you go to wherever they're teaching in the, the PNW.
Okay.
And you learn survival techniques, how to find shelter, how to find water, how to start a fire by yourself, and then you spend the night. And you do that once a month for 7 months.
That's not
And then
bad.
you quote unquote like graduate. And then you know how to take care of yourself if it's the fan,
Which it will.
which it will.
Okay.
And I kind of want to do it.
Give it a shot. See if they'll give you an endorsement.
It's very expensive, but yeah, I should reach out and just
Yeah.
be like, hey, like I'd love to do this. I don't know if you like want to do trade or anything like that.
Yeah.
Would you be okay if once a month I was out in the wilderness?
Would you be okay if once a month you were out there?
I don't know. As long as it wasn't a summer thing, but then you have to deal with winter. So like I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just think it's kind of cool and like I would learn how to like you learn how to track to
Okay.
see if there's animals near you
Okay.
and if you're in dangerous animals. They teach you about the plant life so that you're not eating poison oak or whatever it
That's
is.
good.
Like which berries you can eat, which berries you can't eat, that kind of thing.
Interesting.
That'd be
Do they
kinda
going to
cool.
teach you how to like dress a corpse or dress a
Dress
animal?
a corpse.
Dress an animal?
I don't know if it's that. Like I don't know if it's like butchering and like trapping animals.
Imposter.
I know it doesn't seem like me, but if you know me, it actually seems like me. So
She's been wanting to try to learn how to survive for a while. Now she's
Yeah.
mentioned it. I don't know if she's going to like it,
I don't know if I'm gonna like it either.
but I mean, it'll be interesting.
But I'd like to have the skills and the know-how, like
in case
like I'm not a doomsday prepper by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
But I also lack any basic survival skills. I was never a Girl Scout. I was never in any kind of like troop that taught anything about anything. And so I feel very unprepared, especially like here in the Pacific Northwest. The fact that I like would like to go hiking, but it's like I'm kind of scared. Like I've never done that kind of stuff
Yeah,
by
if you end up
myself before.
lost somewhere. Yeah.
And in this it would like help me, I don't know, feel more comfortable in nature because I don't really right now,
Yeah,
which is
well-
why I don't ever go outside.
yeah.
Because I'm always like, is that a snake that's gonna hurt me? Like even on our trail, like there's a bunch of snakes and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, it's fine, and I step over it, and I'm like, I don't know if that's like actually like a really dangerous
Unless it rattles.
I don't think
it's
it
a
is.
problem.
Like I looked it up and it was like
Yeah.
just like a traditional garter snake, but still it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming off something I read off the internet. Like it would be nice to kind of go and like I don't know.
And Nick, get your kid a beach umbrella or a tent to give her reprise from the sun. She's pale.
I know.
She's very pale.
She's delicate skin.
Yeah. I'm also very pale and I don't like the outside much, so I don't plan on being out there long.
Okay,
So,
well, it's
we'll go out. We'll see and I'll leave my mom's ass there. I'm like, all right,
Okay.
well, you enjoy. I'm going inside the top.
yeah. Okay. As long as like
Or we'll go inside and have
there's
a
a
carousel
plan
or
to
something.
like cool off and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be the same as when we went, like
Yeah, but we went like
in the
in
winter.
the mid-afternoon and it wasn't summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, like it's $2,300.
Damn.
I told you it's expensive
For all of it?
for the
Or
7 months.
What about the little one?
It's like $197.
All right, we'll do the little one.
I know, but like, what's the point of doing the little one when you can
Well,
do
because
the
then
big one?
you can do the other one by yourself if you want, unless you can learn more and more skills.
But I should reach out and just be like, hey, like this is something I'd love to do. Would you like to trade?
I'm sure they'd want some advertisement.
I don't
right?
know. The wilderness camp, Kristen. It'd be fun,
It'd
right?
be-
I
it
can
would-
blog about it.
Yeah,
and, like,
especially
take
based on our
pictures.
characters, it would be funny for you to do it.
I
so,
know
like, yeah.
it'd be interesting.
Okay. whatever. It worked out. You never
I
know.
don't know. It'll
All they
work
can say
out.
is no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I offer that without having to talk to my station?
Well, don't say like just.
I can't be like, well, I'll guarantee you that I'm gonna do this amount of mentions. That feels
Well,
illegal.
talk to Scott about it today and see
Okay,
what's
I'll
up.
talk to my boss.
So let's see what you can talk about.
Feels very illegal.
It's not illegal.
It's not illegal. It's frowned
It's
upon.
just you can't promise anything without knowing what
Right.
you're going
And
to
if
promise.
it's like a terrible experience, then I have to say like, oh, this was like the worst.
Yeah, you have to endorse it.
Everyone left me behind at the camp and I didn't know what to do.
That's what was supposed to happen. I didn't have a tent or anything.
Yeah, but it's like finding like
shelter,
like
sleeping
making
on
shelter,
the ground. Yeah.
like finding water sources. I don't know, all stuff that like I'd like to know.
I believe it's downhill. For
indigenous to our, our way of living here.
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Teach you some knife skills.
Yeah.
Learn how to chop up and start your own fire.
Whittle
some wood.
Whittle. Make a
ration
flute.
your water and how much you need to survive and such. And you have that little straw. Everything's so technological now. You really don't need to know
like
anything.
I do have the straw and I have the filtration water bottle.
Yeah.
It's like you could put in sewage water and then drink it and it's supposed to be like clean.
Yeah, like the technology is so good now. Like you don't really have to know anything. You just got to find it.
Yeah. That's true. But doesn't
get you a big ass knife. Chopping down trees and shit.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Yeah. So that's what's new with me. That's the new discovery that I have.
It's a new adventure you want to take?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Hey, May. Good morning.
Good morning. How's everybody else? Kathy, is your thing today? Is that what she said?
That's right. It is today. Kathy. Oh my gosh. Are you okay?
You're going to blast the things out of your abdomen?
Yeah.
May has.
Goes okay.
I have been informed that the person whom owes me money still doesn't have any money in their account.
Well, duh.
So that's a dead issue.
So are you gonna hit up the bride? She's supposed to be.
The bride
texted
me, and she said she's working on it. So
when did she text you?
I don't know.
Since the last time we talked about her texting you.
Yeah. So that one time she texted me.
Okay.
She double checked. She's like, "Did she pay?" And I go, "No." And so she's like, "All right, well, we're gonna pay. Like, give us some time, basically, because we're broke." So we just had a wedding. I know. People suck. And now I can't trust anyone.
Nope. What a horrible, horrible human being.
I know. It turns out she was the only responsible for me.
You're the only one that didn't get paid.
I was the only one that didn't get paid. All the other vendors were paid because the bride and the groom had to pay them.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I have to be there at 11:30. I decided to go to work to keep myself busy. Oh, Kathy. Mm-hmm. Well, good luck with everything. I'm sure everything's going to be just fine, but I'm sure it's uncomfortable and you worry. You know, nobody wants to be a part of that. So
yeah, and kidney stones.
You'd rather be at work or sitting on the couch. So it sucks.
Sorry. What else we got? Are you prepared for your trip to Florida with your classes and stuff like that?
I mean, I guess as prepared as I'm gonna be. I feel very unprepared, intellectually for it.
Okay.
I don't know like what it's gonna be like and what's expected of me. And I feel like I'm not doing a really good job in this class. Glad that the bride is being proactive about it. Yeah, for us, she still hasn't paid anything.
Yeah,
it's one thing to be like, "I'll get you money,"
but she didn't have to text me either because I gave her my number and she didn't have to text me follow up like a week later.
It's true, but does the apple far from the tree? I don't know. You're never gonna see.
I would imagine that
I'd hope that you do
because she's sick of that apple. She's a different
I understand, but then why on earth would she let her take care of this? You know what I mean?
Your mom, you know.
Well, I'm not really working. That's fine, Kathy. Just sit there and collect that check.
Just sit and listen.
But yeah, the trip's gonna be interesting. I keep trying to get ahead of my schoolwork so that way I don't have to do like homework while I'm there. And every time I check, there's like more and more added homework. And like I'm trying to get ahead too so that when we go to Disney World, I don't have to like spend the night like working.
Yeah.
And that's not looking like a thing that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do my best. Yeah, I'm not a little, I'm a lot nervous about it. So
about what, the class?
Yeah, about the class. Like I don't know what it's gonna be like, and I don't know if this is if I'm gonna be good at this. There's a philosophy of of therapy like that I learned about, and I thought I had a pretty good handle on it. And I had to kind of put it into practice this last week for homework. And then I got feedback from my professor yesterday that was like, "Yeah, it doesn't seem like you really have an understanding of what this is." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I feel like I've done so much outside research on this one particular thing that I'm like, I feel like you don't have an understanding about this. Like, because every video I watch reinforces the knowledge that I have.
Okay.
And then he made a video that was like, "Here's what I mean." And his video was so confusing that I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna listen to that video. I'm gonna listen to all the other hosts of hundreds of videos that all explain it this one particular way."
Yeah.
And so, but he's the one grading me,
Yeah,
he's the one
exactly.
teaching me. And he was like, "Don't worry, we'll cover this in detail like at residency." And I'm just like, "Yeah, but I still like based off what you're describing, I still don't know what the hell you're talking about." So,
Interesting.
I'm really nervous about that because it's a huge part of my job.
Is that the
So.
video you shot the other day, or like the video where you had to like talk back to the person? Or
Yes. So like
so
I'm given like an audio session. So like I'm given like a couple arguing in a therapy session. And then at the end of that, which is like a minute or 2 minutes, I have to ask them specific questions based off a thing called circular questioning, which is basically bringing in a person that's not related into the situation. It's very much like, how would your mom feel if she heard you say this? Or if they have kids, how do the kids react when what would the kids say you fight about?
yeah.
Like it brings in a third party that really doesn't have anything to do with it, and it gets them to think like how it looks from the outside
What'd your
essentially.
professor say it was?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea like cuz he gave an example of a dog and a cat and he's like, "Yeah, these dogs and this cat." And I watched it and I was like, "I have no idea what you're getting at." Like it doesn't that's not how it's explained anywhere. And I went through back all like through all my old textbooks and it's all explained the way that I just explained it to you.
Yeah.
Bringing in a third party, even future self. Like, what would your future self say about this conversation? Or what would your past self say about this fight that you guys had?
Okay.
Whatever. But like, he made it sound so super weird. And
Does anyone
anyways,
else have any problems with it? Like,
I
is
think we
this
all have problems with it.
okay?
Because like, I'm assuming because I thought I had a pretty good, damn good handle on this
Yeah.
thing, and now I'm like thrown from a loop, and I'm like, what are you talking
Can you
about?
see everybody else's feedback or no? I thought you
No,
could.
I
Oh,
can't.
okay.
No, I can't see it.
Interesting. Yeah. Anybody you could reach out to and see?
Nobody that the only person I know is that weird guy that always
Yeah.
hits me up, and I don't really want to talk to him. So I'm sure we'll be buddy at the conference. So
I'm sure, but it sounds like he's not worried about it. So, like,
I'm sure he's not worried about it, but
yeah,
like,
it'll all be explained, and like, it sounds like they're gonna teach you how to do this act, and then they're gonna watch you do it, and
but
then
then
they're
it's the
gonna correct
same
you.
professor that's teaching me.
I know, but
so
he's
like,
gonna correct you on the spot and
maybe,
help you kind of guide you.
but I just don't want to look like an idiot. Like I'd like to go in a little bit prepared and have him be like, "Oh, that was good," but next time try this, as opposed to, "What was that? That wasn't
Yeah.
it at all." You know, that kind of thing.
Well, I doubt it. If you don't understand it, I'm sure nobody else does either. So, like,
Yeah, I mean, he did put out a thing that's like, a lot of you are really struggling with this.
yeah. So
It's
maybe
like,
it is his confusion.
yeah, like
but like,
you're super confusing, bruh.
Yeah.
Use it in terms of your bicycle metaphors, since that's the only thing you seem to understand.
Can you use it in Star Wars terms? My son and his fiance is dropping their cat off with us tomorrow. They are flying to Japan on Thursday. They come back on Labor Day. This cat is the devil.
Aw,
Cats are not the problem. The people that raise the cats. are the problem.
yeah. Look, there's some cats that are just mean cats, but like,
They got that way for a reason. Tell me what your cat needs, and I'll let you know how to fix it.
I know. What does it do that drives you crazy, and we'll tell
What-
you how to fix it.
Yeah, what makes it the devil? Because all you really got to do is play with it, give it some food,
Give
and
it some
it'll love
water
you.
and give it a litter box.
Yeah, and it'll love you.
Yeah. It doesn't even need a place to sleep.
Yeah.
Go find a place. You only have to show it the litter box once. Here's your toilet. And I go, fair enough.
Yes, that's where I've poopy. Okay, poopy and pee pee.
Oh, well, poopy and pee-pee there. But if it's pooping, peeping somewhere else,
It's telling you something,
it's telling you that, first of all, it either hates your guts because you're doing something to it,
or it smells like
Or-
something else,
or it's sick.
or it's sick. Yeah. So what's the matter?
We're
with the
hoping
cat?
she's aged and will be calmer than she used to be. So it's an energetic cat.
So play with the cat.
So play with your damn cat. It's an animal. Get a feather
Yes.
toy,
Do you know what kind of cat she is?
wave it in its face.
Get a ribbon, something.
So-
Run it back and forth.
yeah.
You play, and then you feed.
Yes.
You go and you work him out. He's got to hunt and catch.
Nom 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 nom.
Hunt, 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 hunt.
Sleep for
hunt,
12
hunt,
hours.
Until he gets to panting. And you give him some food. And he passes the fuck out.
She likes my Catzilla. She likes to Catzilla my Lego. Well, yes.
Well, then that's fun. That's just fun.
That's just fun for the cat.
That's just you.
She's a ragdoll. Oh, those are so cute.
That's just you not wanting people to touch your stuff.
Yeah, it's a cat. It's going to touch your stuff. How are Callie and Gilligan? They're good.
Gilligan's fine.
They're good.
Callie's getting a haircut.
Callie's getting trimmed today.
Gilligan's getting trim because we're starving him.
Yeah, we're not feeding him as much because he's enormous.
Yeah.
And because we don't have to put out like the grazing food a lot, I kind of just like don't.
Yeah.
I don't fill the bowl as much as I used to when Killer was alive because I was like, oh well, Killer needs to eat, but now it's like, nah, it's just
Killer doesn't need to eat.
Gilligan's fat.
Gilligan fat, but he's looking less fat, so that's good.
It's getting a neck all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Because he likes to play with bracelets, so like he likes those Live Strong bracelets, like the plastic ones, and like you roll it into a ball and you throw it. And I found a bunch when I was going through something, so I brought some into the house, and like I've been trying to play with him. I think Nick's been trying to play with him, just like run him because he still has that kitten energy. He still wants to play, even though he's fat. So
same with me.
I don't think I've ever seen Callie. Yeah.
Not a lot of people have.
He probably didn't.
No, she totally destroyed my Chinese New Year Lego. I need to rebuild it.
Well, yeah, it's fun. It's enrichment for her. That's fun for her. It's why cats knock glasses of water off the counter.
I want to see shit break. Yeah, Lori, yeah. You've been to the house and you've never seen Callie.
Put a blanket over. Callie lives in our upstairs closet.
Yeah.
But now she's, and sadly, I hate to say it, but ever since Killer died, she's now taken the closet and extended it to the room.
Yes, so now she lays on our bed often and our chair.
Yeah. And I've really come to terms with that. Callie just hates Nick.
Why?
And it's weird. I don't understand. Hi, Ginger. Because when Nick is gone, like when he was in Dallas, I would come and work in this office, and do schoolwork and stuff. Callie would lay right next to me. And I would just kind of like reach down and pet her. And I would go downstairs and she'd follow me downstairs. And
oh, she went downstairs.
Yeah, like she's wants to just hang out. And but then when Nick's home, she just won't leave the room.
She was in Lily's room yesterday.
Yeah, she was going into Lily's room and hanging out with us. And yeah, just when you're in the house, she doesn't.
Yes, you traumatized her with something. So
I didn't.
She's always hated men.
It's so funny, and like I'm going to talk about my ex or whatever, but like I got Callie with my ex, who I thought like we were going to get married and stuff like that. That's kind of why I adopted a cat with him. And that was like his cat. He loved that cat. And like the first couple nights we had her, it was rough because Killer was very like aggressive.
Yeah.
And Killer was very used to being the only child. And so he would sleep in the closet with her. And like we got like a blow up mattress and the two of them would just be like snuggled up.
Oh.
And then in the daytime we'd let everybody out and she would roam and she would sit right next to him and sit in his lap and all this kind of stuff. So she doesn't hate. That's the only other man she's ever known.
Yeah.
And she loved him.
She has no reason. She's hated me not hated me, but scared of me ever since day one. She's scared of you
since day one.
Yeah, like I walked into your apartment and she never came out of the.
I know.
Like, yeah, it's just always. I've never done anything to her. I've never like. She has no reason to not like me. I pet her. She slept with me the other day, so like she sleeps on my side of the bed, so she enjoys my scent.
Yeah.
And my warmth, but she just doesn't want to be around me.
I know, it's so weird because cats love you.
Yeah.
Killer loved you. Gilligan obviously does.
Yeah.
So it's just odd. I feel bad because I feel like for the last 15 years, essentially, she hasn't had to have a life because she's scared of Nick.
Yeah.
But like, you got to get over that cat. Like he didn't do anything to you. And
yeah, and I like pet her, and I'm like, you think you'd get used to me after all this time?
Right.
I'm here.
Well, she's not all there.
That's true.
She's probably very inbred.
Maybe
she's cute.
Maybe the glasses throw her off. Maybe she's.
I don't think that's what it is.
It's like, what's on your face? Ah.
But yeah, I thought it was a man thing too, and then I was like, oh no, she loved him.
Maybe that's the only man for her.
Maybe she bonded with him, and she's like, I can't.
She's like, maybe she's mad at you because you got rid of him. Well, not until he comes back. This fat, goofy looking thing.
She should have stopped him from cheating on me.
Should have. We don't know that for sure.
We don't know that for sure, but it sure did look like it, didn't it?
I would have. If I had 3 guesses, I would have guessed that all 3 times.
I also would have guessed that all 3 times. I'm a very fact-based person.
Yes.
The facts all lead.
Grand Rising, everyone.
Hello.
Yes, I'm old.
What? Why are you old?
Because of the Grand Rising.
Oh. When did the Grand Rising start?
Not too long ago.
Did you make a decision where you're like, this is gonna be my thing now?
Yeah. It was Good Morning.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she must have heard it on a TV show.
She's like, I like that. I'm gonna adopt that.
I like that. I'm taking that. Grand Rising.
It's nice though. I've never heard anybody say it.
I don't have any sunshine gifts. I gotta get a gift with sunshine. Oh, the sun's coming up. That is very long. This one's also long.
Yep.
So, what I got going on today? So I got a haircut on Friday, thank goodness, because this is getting redunk. We're gonna go and do an escape room tomorrow, which has been a minute. We did them all, and tomorrow's gonna be the hardest one ever.
Yeah, tomorrow's a really, really hard
They're
one.
like, you need 10 people. We got 2.
We have 2. They're like, okay.
Good luck.
It's been a minute since we've done one. My brain's not in that frame of mind, but maybe the break was good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But we'll have to warm our brains up before we go. Do some quick math.
I don't think we'll need to, but
yeah,
I'll hide things around the house and I'll force you to look for them.
Yeah, well, we just got to get our brain working, so we'll have to improv a little bit.
Magnets, black lights, keys, locks. What other ways can people hide things?
Colors, mattresses.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sequentials.
Airship. What happens on airships? Think about airships.
Yeah, so this
probably
one
going to be very,
it's steampunk.
Steampunk.
So yeah, it's a steampunk escape room, and apparently we're on, which means levers, gears, weights,
things that look like
turning things
nowadays.
And knobbings and all kinds of just like gears and all metal spokes.
It's probably going to be very similar to the Tesla one that we just did.
Maybe.
There's going to be like electricity and powering and bolts and fuses and such.
Right, exactly.
We got this.
It'll be all right. We'll hang in there.
Yeah.
Did you post something on Instagram? What's going on?
Yes.
Okay, because my phone just keeps buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. I hate it.
Yeah, I like to post things on our Instagram page. So.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people do. It's tough. We're running out of content. So I posted the video that I shot yesterday or whatever. So I put that up. And then we have, I don't like the links to just be the whole page of us linking to YouTube. So I have to try to find stuff to post in between. So. It's a bitch. Trying to be all influential.
Look at you. Being an influencer.
Influencer. By the way, here's the headphones I talk about. If you want to go see my video of a review, they do cancel the noise pretty good. Oh, my hair. Just the quality sucks.
Yeah.
But if the quality was better, I'd be down. Wonder who, I don't know, I've never heard of S-Rhythm. S-Rhythm.
That's
why. What?
Oh, so we booked the escape room for Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought we had something on Wednesday. And technically I was going to go to pottery. But my class is actually on Thursdays. And this is actually the only week I've ever actually been able to go to the class.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I will go on Thursday instead.
I thought we were going to miss all these weeks. Is there not something that happening on that Thursday?
There shouldn't be.
Well, good. Well, good.
That's when
good
we
for
were going
you.
to do the airship thingy.
Good for you. Get to go to class.
Yay.
That's nice.
I know I have to start making your anniversary present.
Yeah.
I bought the things I needed to make it.
Okay.
But they weren't exactly what I needed. So I have to find a way to kind of finagle them so that they can work.
Okay. I also got to make yours.
Please don't.
You have plenty of cups and mugs. It's fine. I'll find a way.
Just find somebody that's good at it.
Something, anybody bronze things. Does anybody bronze things? All right, so we got a slew of parents here. Let's ask it out there. Let's throw it out. Melatonin. Yay or nay?
Okay. Yeah.
What do y'all think for children's? Any information that you have that you've acquired over the years about melatonin?
So the context here, which is needed,
I don't know if it
is
is. I just wanted to know.
okay. It's so Lily and all of us are going on our plane trip. Um, and I just looked at our flight information and everything the other day, and it turns out that the flight to Florida is a nonstop. The flight on the way back, we do a um what's the word? A layover in Salt Lake and then here, which is damn near around, what the fuck I'm trying to say is very close to a long flight. It's a fucking long flight. All right? That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So, nonstop there, really long flight on the way back. And so we're trying to figure out like ways that we can get Lily comfortable and entertain her, and we bought like a bunch of like little toys that she can kind of unwrap every hour or so. We're getting like little snack boxes and stuff, but still that's a long time to ask a very very active and rambunctious 4-year-old to sit there on a plane in a
Yeah.
confined space. And so Nick was talking to his sister and she's like, "Oh, you just give them melatonin and they sleep the whole time." And there's just something that just doesn't sit right by me. And like I know people use it every single night for their kids to go to sleep.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Uh I don't want to say it's terrible. Like I don't know their lives or anything like
I know,
that, but
but
it's
if they're not tired every night, then there's a problem. Like, there's got to be, unless they're having like nightmares. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But like
so
I've heard melatonin causes nightmares. So I don't like the act of this is more convenient, so let me give her something. Um as opposed to adversity builds resilience. Like yes,
yes,
it's going to be uncomfortable, but this is what flying does. Like this is what a flight is. Like if you go on a flight and you just think you sleep through it every single time, like you're unprepared for life. Like, oh, this is hard. Let me look for a way to make this less hard. And again, like that's not a bad thing.
yeah,
It's just like, and this is a very specific instance. This is not something we would regularly do.
yeah. It would just be because like the reason I'm for it is because it is her first flight. It is a
Right.
long flight. It is
Give him a CBD. Thanks,
she
Randy.
I imagine knowing her, it's gonna be like a problem. As I was going through the plane and the airport experience, airport's gonna be fine. Going down the first hallway, I think is where it's gonna start because it's tight, it's confined. There's a bunch of people just standing there. If she makes it through that, she's got to get onto the tiny condensed plane, like which is kind of like invoking of claustrophobia.
Mhm.
Like she doesn't know any of these things. She doesn't know what it means. She doesn't know what it does. And so I'm worried that that's going to freak. She's going to start freaking out then.
Yeah, she gets scared obviously with things that she's unfamiliar with,
Yeah.
like all of us,
And I can't simulate that.
It's
So,
hard, yeah, because normally we can kind of go, okay, what's it gonna feel like to do this, and let's act it out. And we do a lot of like role playing about like how's it gonna feel meeting a princess at Disneyland, and are you gonna be nervous?
yeah.
The plane, like, there's not a lot that we've shown her plane videos, like what it looks like inside and how to
Yeah.
walk down and all that stuff. Yes, I understand. Calm music and relaxing TV on iPad. Hi, JS again. Um, y- we have all that ready to go,
Yeah. But
but
she
like
doesn't iPad much.
she's not an electronic kid. Like she'll watch TV, but there's a very short limit.
Yeah. We're going to have to download all the YouTube stuff so that
Yeah.
she'll watch that. But even then, like, she's going to be bored.
After about a
quickly.
half an hour, she's like very much like, I got to do something else.
Yeah.
She's
She's
not
got energy.
agoraphobic, no.
No, she's just got energy.
She's just like gets
She's 4.
bored, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 4. She's just a normal, rambunctious, energetic 4-year-old.
Yeah. And so I said, in order to ease stress, like I don't want to give her enough to like knock her ass out, like just enough to kind of ease the stress. And maybe if she's calm, she'll fall asleep, which makes it easy on mom and dad as well. So it's like one time doesn't seem like a bad thing for me, but I wouldn't make it a common thing, but it's nice to have in my back pocket in case shit gets crazy.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted to know if you guys have ever used it as parents. Like my sister's probably pretty into like not drugging her kids as well. So like the fact that she used this, it makes me feel a little bit better about it because she's like, sometimes you just need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
So,
And it might be a good idea. I just have never used it, so it feels
Yeah,
uncomfortable for me. And
same.
I don't like the idea of like, this is uncomfortable. Let me give you a pill or medicine to make
Yeah,
it more comfortable. I feel like, hey, I didn't have that when I was a kid,
yeah,
and I'm fine on planes. But again, it's like if it can make life easier, then why not? I don't know.
yeah. I don't know if you had the option when you were a kid. Oh, Nick, to answer your text, and sorry I got busy helping fix a buddy's computer. I think it was where to start on the books, where to start on the cartoons. I thought we talked about that before we got off the phone, but I'll text it to you just so you have it.
Write a note.
Yeah.
Write a note down saying you'll talk to JS. Make sure you have some gum for the landing part so it doesn't mess with her ears. Yeah, she's
Doesn't chew
never
gum.
had gum before.
Yeah.
The place where I sell my tumblers in Battleground, the owner of the shop is a flight attendant. And I just dropped off like an order for her a couple weeks ago. And I was asking her like any suggestions. And she was like, if you rub this like area from like their back of their ear all the way down to their neck, like hard enough where it's like slightly uncomfortable, she says that like it basically pops the ears for them. So she doesn't have to do gum or mint or anything like that because Lily's never had gum.
Yeah.
And so, but I've also heard that what was it like lollipops are okay.
Yeah. Something to kind of
So
create that suction or whatever.
yeah, I have to look into it because I don't think she'll swallow gum like
100%.
immediately. So what other ways can I get this done?
Yeah. I've never done it on here, but I might as well do it now.
Yeah, that's right.
Randy's in the house.
So Randy says give him CBD. There's no THC. It's a non-narcotic.
Yeah. I don't know if it actually works.
I don't know if I just don't know if I buy into the CBD thing because when it first came out, I was like, hell to the yes. And I got CBD cream and I was rubbing it in all the spots that hurt. They still really hurt.
They still hurt. All right,
Like
so 83% in the poll say after
Totally
6
fine?
votes. That's totally fine. 70% said no.
Okay, well then go get her melanoma. Or what is it?
Melanoma, that's a disease.
Yeah, I know. What is it? Melatonin.
Melatonin.
Yeah, where do you get it?
I'll still look into it. Coolest mod intro, hands down. Right? I know. That's why I didn't want to get rid of it.
Nick just looks for a way to use it.
That beat, though.
Mm-hmm.
Beats my jam.
That's cool.
So, yeah. I'll look into it and see what's what. See what doctors say about it. Because we can always ask the doctor about it, too. And see what they think about it.
That's true. I have to make an appointment.
Can we call, you probably call that line, right?
Yeah, you call the nurse advice line.
Yeah, and just ask. Like, how y'all feel about melatonin?
Give her a half?
Give her a half. Yeah, I'm not going to give her something. Yeah. Yeah, we can give her some gummies. Not like the gummy gummies, like some Seattle, those gummy Skittles. It's just coming down.
Oh, that's good.
Kind of chewy.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have like little toys.
Yeah.
Bridget, who's my airline's flight attendant friend, she said get a tackle box like at Walmart to have all the little compartments and put little snacks in them.
Oh,
she says
cute.
It's very exciting for the kids to be able to choose like a little snack every half an hour or something.
Yeah.
And that gives them something exciting.
That's
and cute. It's also bribing, like, hey, I need you to sit down and be quiet, and you could choose something from the tackle box or whatever. So
I think the bear I just got her will be good. Like we can color that. We'll watch that before we go. We'll keep her busy, but 6 hours is a long time.
It's a long time.
I'm assuming she'll fall asleep on her own. Because it's
hope
so boring.
So, but because of the lack of oxygen in there, I'm hoping that she falls asleep quickly.
Yeah, because we always fall asleep.
Yeah, because I always end up falling asleep on a plane. But so a good friend of mine finally got a computer. Now I just need Nick to get on board with a Windows PC, and I'll be a happy little JS. Why? Because you want to play online games with Nick?
I'm sure we can play.
There's got to be a way that he still could, right?
Yeah.
But
so
then
why do
that's
I
one
got to
of
get a
their
Windows PC? I have to update the Windows PC every 2 years.
We're checking so much luggage, Kathy.
I'd love to build a computer by myself. That would be cool. But I just don't have the time or money to do that. So I'll take the Mac Mini, which I already built. So gets all the things I needed done. Yes.
One day.
Whenever I need to build a computer, JS, we'll do it via Zoom together.
He'll fly you out here.
I'll fly out there
for a week.
Yeah.
You'll sleep on our couch.
There you go.
Eat our shitty food, watch my kid, and help Nick build a computer.
It'd be fun.
I've had mine for 7 years and 0 upgrades so far.
Well, then your shitty computer. I've seen your computer work. Crashes all the time.
No, it does not.
And maybe no upgrades, but definitely some replacements.
Don't
parts.
tease me, Nick. You
That
guys
would be
should come
fun.
to Portland. It would be fun to, or Washington or wherever we live. So update. I am not meeting with my brother. When I go to
Oh, he
Florida.
couldn't make it work? Why?
No, so he sent me a text message and basically said that his son Ethan, or my nephew or whatever, is in football,
Uh-huh.
and they have a scrimmage on Saturday. And he was like, "That's the day we are going to drive up and like do Disney World and then visit you and then go back on Sunday."
Okay.
And he's like, "Because of the Saturday scrimmage, like we're not going to be able to see you." And I was like,
He was
"Oh,
gonna go to Disney World and then I guess see you while he was there.
well, yeah. I mean, like it's like a 3-hour drive for him." So I think they were going to drive up on like Friday after school or whatever, and then like go to do Disney World in the afternoon, and then see me
Okay.
at night. But then he said, what did he say? He says maybe we can come out and see you guys. And I was like
Here?
like in Washington? I was like, you're gonna fly from Florida to Washington to see, to like just see us? Like,
Yeah, there must be something else out here.
and I was like, oh, I don't want you guys staying with us.
Oh, they're not gonna stay with us.
So I very much was like, yeah, we could meet you in Seattle. Because my brother and my nephew are huge football fans of Detroit. And I said,
okay.
if Detroit ever plays the Seahawks, I don't know if they ever do or whatever. I was like,
Sure they do at some point.
at Seattle, like you guys should come down and then we could hang out with you after the game
Yeah.
and then we could drive.
Yes, because I don't want you hanging out with my kid.
That would be a lot of fun for you. I know. Wouldn't it be a lot of fun? I'm not going to the football game.
I'd go to the football game.
You can go to the football
the
game.
Seahawks game. I'm sure it's
You
cool.
can sit next to my brother.
I'll wear my
and
Niners.
Ethan. Hey everybody, I like the Niners.
Yeah.
Bye, Ginger.
It's a Detroit game. I know, but I like the Niners.
Okay, so I have a question. So as you all know, I don't have kids. What?
Who's this?
Jazz. What's everyone's stance on donating money for school fundraisers and stuff? Like I got one for my nephew's football team, and I have never, nor am I even remotely interested in football or watching him play. It's basically just giving him money to raise money for the team.
Yeah, he likes
You
it.
have
Do you like him? Give him money.
Yeah, like it's just a way of supporting his hobby because these hobbies are like really expensive, and so they have to do these fundraisers to like pay for equipment and stuff like that. Am I a bad person for not wanting
No.
to donate? No.
If you don't want to support it, that's fine. You can donate to only what you want. It's your money.
Yeah, if you don't have the funds or if you don't want to, like it's totally fine.
Yeah.
No one's gonna
Like, how close are you to your nephew? Like, if it's chocolate, then buy the chocolate. Especially if it's the world's best chocolate.
right. If you get something out of it, sometimes it's like a little bit better. It eases the sting a little bit, but
yeah, if you have to buy, I don't know, $70 popcorn to support a friend, you get popcorn.
I don't believe Jason ever thanked us for that.
I don't think he did.
But yeah,
He
you don't have to
disappeared
if you
after he
don't want
sold
to.
it.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
No one's looking down the list going,
Who didn't donate?
or at least, well, I will say though, I do keep track of who donates and who doesn't in
do
my
you?
life. So like I have a friend who always does the chalk Disneyland run, and I always donate for her campaign or whatever.
Okay.
And I always see if she donates for RIP Medical Dad. She always does,
Well,
which is sweet. But I'm always like, you're better.
judgy bitch.
If I donate for you, you better donate for me. And that's kind of the rule. Like JFs, you're obviously not like
if you haven't
raising
spoken
money
to him
for
in a while,
anything.
then screw him. Yeah.
I think you're funny.
Dude, the world's best chocolate was best. So good.
So good.
Right?
So
Nobody
good.
sells it anymore. It's so good. I got to go figure out where to get
So
it.
somebody was selling it on the Vancouver Moms Facebook page, and I hit them up and I was like, I will buy a box of that for my husband. And she never got back to me.
What the hell?
I was like, bitch, don't you want chocolate money?
Yeah. Bitch.
What are you talking about?
Why are you trying to
Like,
sell it?
You're sitting here talking about
Did
how
you
much-
comment on the post or did you write back? Or did you write her message her?
I always comment like, hey, I'm sending you a DM.
Uh-huh.
And then I sent her a DM.
Okay. Some
So-
people don't know how to check their hidden DMs. But yeah, just say I'll
But,
buy a
like, come
box.
on.
Message me.
Yeah.
Have them message you.
Yeah, that's probably true.
When was this? I would like a box.
I know. This
Are
was
they
a
still
while
doing it?
ago, though. Sorry.
Who's selling the world's best chocolate? It's my jam.
I know. Now that school's about to start, it'll come around again.
Yeah, I'm sure they got to pay for something.
Yeah, your brother is that kind of guy. You're fine. Just say times are tough right now.
Yeah.
Just say, oh, I really,
Just say you have a moral,
No, don't
moral
be a
thing against
douchebag
football.
about it. Just say, oh man, this isn't the right time right now. I wish I could. Wish him the best for me.
Yeah. Do you have any world's best chocolate?
Is it world's best chocolate? Because if so, I can put you in touch with somebody that will buy your entire selection. And we will.
But I kind of have a personal event at school sports, specifically football. Yeah, well then, don't
Okay.
support football then.
Then don't worry about it.
They're gonna play it regardless of you supporting them or not. So
yeah, it has nothing to do.
if it makes you feel better about not supporting them, then don't support it. Put
Yeah.
your money where you think it's important, like Extra Life in November.
Or, you know, like if you want to show that your nephew that you care, like send him, you know, like a little gift or something like that. Or send him like $20 or something. Be like, "Hey, sorry, you know, I wasn't able to donate to your campaign," or like, "I wish you well." Just send him a card. Doesn't even have to have money or a gift in it. Just say,
Don't
"Hey,
even point out that you did donate.
Good luck on your next season." Like if you want to show that, but you don't have to.
My coworkers' kids were doing a fundraiser and they got smaller.
Oh, the world's best?
And more expensive, I'm sure. Yeah,
Of
the chocolate
course.
bars got thinner. Of course it is.
What is it called? Smallflation?
Yeah, deflation.
Is when all the like food items get smaller and you get less of it, yet they cost more.
Yeah.
What's world's best chocolate?
Ooh. Who's that?
So JS said that. So they're like specifically for fundraisers. You get a box and there's like a milk chocolate, a wafer one, a dark chocolate, and one with almonds, something like that. And like you get a box of them and you're supposed to sell each one for like $1 so that each box makes like $50 or something like that. And yeah, it's like a staple in the fundraising community. And you kind of go, okay, well, fine, it's chocolate or whatever. But they are bomb diggity.
Yeah.
They're very tasty.
Yeah, school
chocolate.
fundraising, like it's weird.
Yeah, you can't buy it anywhere else.
Let me see. Can I buy it?
Can I just raise money for my life and buy them? And I mean, it'll be. Oh, look, they have an outlet.
Okay.
Okay. People can't really see what we're looking at, but that's okay.
Start a fundraiser. Don't miss out.
Is it world's finest chocolate? It's hard, JS, because it depends on what kind of chocolate you like. But it's the kind of like cheap chocolate that's amazing.
They sell at Big Lots.
So like Hershey's. Do you like Hershey's chocolate? I guess I should ask. Kathy says yes, JS. World's finest. It's not upscale. It's just like pure sugary goodness. It just is good. Randy says I didn't know at.
I can buy it at Safeway.
Oh, can you?
No way.
Our Safeway?
It says I can. Or it says I can buy it at a Safeway. It shows me all the Safeways. So it must be common.
We should have a world's best chocolate today. I like all chocolate. Okay, then Jess, I think you'd really like it. So if your nephew is selling world's best,
well,
do yourself a favor and buy yourself one.
Right next to her school. I'm gonna 100%. Let me look at the Safeway app. Hold on. Safeway app.
Why you think it? Oh, because it shows if it's sold there or not.
Yeah, if it's there.
You can retract your message, Randy. That's kind of cool.
What do you mean?
Hold on a second. Let's give this a try.
Hey.
I didn't say anything.
You did, though.
I retracted it.
On the main feed, but I still see it all.
I know. I retracted it. No, it was
but
just
I retracted
a text
it,
link,
though.
like a give me money request. Don't get money. Yes, it's totally fine. You know, I saw that, Chris. I know. I wanted to have it be there, and then
they just have chocolate. You guys are full of shit.
We get a lot of financial requests. Yeah. Like as a morning show and also like as a radio station, we get a lot of like, can you donate to my GoFundMe? Like my grandpa was in an accident, like our house had a fire, that kind of thing. And if I donated to all of them, I would be broke. So it's very much like, unless I've met you in person or I love you digitally, like I'm not gonna donate. Like it's very much like, we're very sorry, but we can't. If we posted every GoFundMe link on our Facebook page, it would be nothing but people asking for money.
Yeah.
Like we could
and then people that would see that would see more, and then they would give us more.
Yeah. And also, like, I can't verify if this is an accurate GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Like there's been so many GoFundMe scams that go viral and make millions of dollars, and then it turns out they were like all in cahoots together to come up with some amazing story that captured media attention. It's like, I am not doing that. I'm not getting suckered into that. I'm not going to give somebody an opportunity to sue me because somebody else is an asshole.
Exactly. World's Finest Chocolate was my first salesperson job, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
remember going from house to house trying to slang $2 chocolate bars.
I know.
Those were the days.
I will never forget. I had to sell cookies or chocolate or whatever, something for school, and I went to my neighbor's house, and my neighbor was Asian. I don't know where he came from, but he was a first generation, like immigrated to, or he migrated from wherever he was from to here. And he was like, "I'll buy something if you convert it into like yen." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "This is a good lesson for you." And he was like, took out like a notepad and he's like, the American dollar is worth this. Like yen is worth this. How much yen would you need to make an American dollar or something like that? And I was 7 or 6 or something. And I was like, what?
What's adding?
And my mom was very much the person that was like standing on the corner, letting me go up to a couple houses and then we'd meet up and then she'd let me have the independence.
Yeah.
And finally she's like, it's been a half an hour. Cause I was like, I don't understand. Because I didn't know at that point there was like other currency.
Yeah.
And so he's like, no, like this is, and he was like taking out coins and showing me that like this is worth 12 and a half and this is worth 7 3/4. So how much together would that make? And I'm like, I haven't gotten to fractions yet.
Yeah.
And like she came
you want to
up.
buy some chocolate, bitch, or what?
Yeah. I know Chinese currency is yen, but like I'm just saying that as
At
a general.
7, you don't.
Yeah. Like I'm just saying as a generalization. I don't know where he was from. And I don't know what the currency was. I don't remember, but like I know it was from like an Eastern country.
Okay.
And like my mom came up and read him the riot act. And I feel bad now looking back on it. Like he probably thought like, oh, this is a very like good lesson
It's a
for me.
douchebag move. Just buy
But
the
she's
damn
like,
chocolate.
yo, she's 6. She barely knows how to make change for your 10. She's like, she's not converting into another currency. She was like, just say no and let's go or buy some. Like she was mad. She's like, why are you trying to like engage with my 7-year-old
Yeah.
and trying to teach them or whatever?
Correction. Japonese.
Oh, is it Japanese? God, I don't even know. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. Doesn't everybody use the euro now? I don't even know.
I used to just eat the candy and then I'd have to pay it back.
Of course you would, fat ass.
I'll have another one. My mom would be my main
She was
customer.
your dealer.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go. Good seeing everybody.
All right.
Happy Tuesday. We'll see you for What Up Wednesday tomorrow.